a lot of people got excited when they said they were going to be doing a Daredevil series. Some people a little bummed out when they realized it wasn't going to be the true Netflix Daredevil. They were still going to bring in Charlie Cox and they were still going to have Vincent D'Onofrio, but it wasn't going to be the actual Daredevil from the Netflix series. Well, then once they got almost done shooting the entire show, Kevin Feige, having gotten his power back because Bob Chapek was gone, decided, nope, this isn't the direction I want to go. Let's scrap it, and we are going to make it the Netflix one. That's when the floodgates opened, and everybody started raising, does this mean Foggy can come back? Does this mean Karen can come back? But more than anybody else, does this open the door for Jon Bernthal to come back as Punisher? Now, of course, we found out a while ago that he is coming back, and we have now got images. First of all, this comes to us from the folks over at Variety, who said this: Jon Bernthal is back playing Frank Castle, a.k.a. Punisher, on the set of Daredevil Born Again. New set photos from which the character paired up with Charlie Cox's eponymous hero and Soaked in Blood. The Disney Plus series is now filming in New York City. Bernthal debuted as Frank Castle in Netflix's The Punisher series, which aired for 2 seasons and 26 episodes between 2017 and 2019. Actually, he debuted as Frank Castle on Netflix, or on Daredevil. I believe it was Daredevil season 2. Was that where it came in?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, in season 2. At any rate. So now we got some pictures, and there's a couple of really interesting things about them. Let's bring up some of those pictures. First of all, there we got him there with Charlie Cox. They're side by side, and it's hard to tell in this image. He's soaked in blood. He's got a lot of blood on him. Let's see the other one. There's another one too.
And they kept the skull.
Okay, that's the second interesting point here. Back maybe a year ago, we were talking about, okay, just in theory, if Jon Bernthal were to come back, it's like maybe they could do Punisher was going to be a difficult thing for Disney to do. But I said, if they do, I don't think you're going to see the skull because there are politics involved. Certain extremist groups have tried to, co-opt the symbolism of the Punisher skull and all that kind of stuff. And I said at the time, I don't think Disney will use the skull. And then to further that, a little bit after that, in the comic books, they changed the Punisher's logo that he has on his chest to something that looked more like the Mandalorian kind of symbol than anything else. I can't remember the exact look of it right now. But I remember thinking, I don't think they'll go back to that original skull. Well, there it is. They decided, you know what? If we're going to do it, let's just do it. And there he is. Now, listen, it wouldn't have made any difference to the show if he was wearing the new Punisher logo that's in the comics. I mean, the dialogue would still be the same. The action would still be the same. The blood on his face, everything would be the same. It wouldn't have made the show any better or worse. And I didn't think they would have the skull. I got to admit, I kind of like seeing the skull.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I kind of like seeing the skull that he's wearing there on that shirt. There's an iconography about it that just really works for me. So I'm getting a big kick out of seeing. And now they're just set images. It doesn't mean the show's going to be good, but I'm liking what I'm seeing from these photos, Rob. What did you think about them?
I mean, that one photo we were just looking at with the blood-drenched, the skull thing, the Punisher's been around for decades. That's his, in terms of a copyright for a character and what that character looks like, you can't allow ruffians to steal the legacy of, the Punisher's not a nice guy. Garth Ennis' run on the Punisher I loved it. And so to see this, it shows that Disney understands now, you can't pander. You've got to take the core values of what your characters represent, even if those core values might not be what your company represents. You have to be true to the characters as they were created. Otherwise, you're going to cut your own throat, or the Punisher will cut your throat for you. I think it's great what they're doing. I love seeing that Daredevil suit, how red it is. It's not muted. It's really red. I mean, I love that. These pictures, John, have done more to excite me about this show than I think anything else that we've seen or heard.
You know what these pictures have done for me is that, during the whole time they were making the show and it wasn't going to be the same as the Netflix one, even when they said they're changing directions and they're going to restart it again, it is going to be the Netflix one, it never felt like it.
Right.
Now it feels like it. You know what the word I'm going to use right now is, right? The tangibilization.
Yep.
It feels, these images make it feel like that Netflix series again. And so it's going to be really interesting to see how that turns out. Guys, we want to take a moment and thank a sponsor of today's video, Mint Mobile. After years of fine print contracts and getting ripped off by overpriced wireless providers, if we've learned anything, it's that there's always a catch. So when I heard that for a limited time, all Mint Mobile wireless plans are $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan, I thought, what's the catch? But after talking to them, it all made sense. There isn't one. Mint Mobile's secret sauce is that they sell wireless services online. They cut out the cost of retail stores and pass those sweet savings on to you. And guys, you know, ever since I switched over to Mint Mobile, I am spending less than 1/3 on my wireless bills than I used to with one of the major carriers. So say goodbye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with your existing contacts. So guys, to get this new customer offer and your new 3-month unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions may apply. See Mint Mobile for details. Question is for you guys. What do you think about the images? Granted, they're just still images. We're not saying that the show's going to be awesome. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But I really do like the pictures. What do you guys feel about them? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comments below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.